Hello, hockey fans and Chicago Steel fans. My name is Dan Vatch. I am the Media Relations Manager for the Chicago Steel, and welcome to the Local Hockey Heroes Roundtable. Today we have four panelists, some influential voices from the Chicagoland hockey community. We've got Mike Savak from Chicago Blackhawks Blind Hockey. We have Melanie Freeman from Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey. Rich Jeckman is with the Blackhawks Warriors. And we have JJ O'Connor, who is with Hornets Sled Hockey. So in conjunction with USA Hockey's Hockey Week Across America, today is Celebrate Local Hockey Heroes Day. And what better way to celebrate with some Chicagoland local hockey heroes? So the point of this roundtable discussion is to give everyone a little bit more information about these great organizations and hopefully inspire some activity. Maybe you can get inspired to go out and maybe volunteer with one of these programs and dedicate your time, just like these four panelists have done in their lives. So without further ado, let's get to know our panelists. We'll start here with JJ O'Connor, Hornets Sled Hockey. JJ, if you could just give a little bit of background, how long you've been involved with Hornets Sled Hockey?
Sure. I started the Hornets Sled Hockey organization in 2002. I actually had just been elected to chair the disabled hockey section for USA Hockey, and we did not have a youth sled hockey program in the Chicagoland area. So took it upon myself with Jim Smith, who's the current president of USA Hockey, to start up a youth sled hockey program. So we've been operating since 2002. Really, since 2003, it kind of took us a year to get fundraising dollars under our belt, and since 2003, we've been operating from different ranks, and now we have an adult program, and service as many sled hockey players as possible.
That's great to hear. And going quickly from you to someone else who I know has been involved since the start of their program, Rich Jeckman with Blackhawks Warriors. Rich, personally, how long have you been involved in Blackhawks Warriors?
With the Blackhawks Warriors, our inception was in 2015. We formed the Blackhawk Warriors and been building ever since. Previous to that, I was involved with JJ with the sled hockey since about 2007, and that's how I also got involved with the Warriors. But we're a program for disabled veterans that come back from the service that have served our country, and it's a great opportunity to be able to use hockey as a form of rehabilitation and therapy for these guys to get back into what we say reintegrated back into civilian life. They've been away from it for a while, and it's been different for them. They come back a little bit different than when they left, and we just use hockey to try to get them back into the swing of things and welcome them back.
Right, and I noticed you have the Wounded Warrior Project flag right above your head there. Some great organizations going on there. So now we'll jump to Melanie Freeman. Melanie with Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey. And Melanie, I know there's a personal connection with how you got involved with your program.
Yeah, so I've been involved with the program for 16 years. This is Special Hockey's 21st year. I got involved actually because my son has autism. And when he was young, he told me that he was going to play on a hockey program. And I didn't have any idea how I was going to make that happen. So luckily, through my research, I found it was called the Tomahawks at the time. Just a great lady named Amy Lepeau had started it. And we were able to get in there. And I just started volunteering with them. It's such a great program. And then when Amy moved on and moved up, I took over the program. So about 3-4 years ago. But it's a program for people with cognitive disabilities, and it's just a way for them to be involved in a sport, have that they get that locker room experience, they get to be with their friends and everything. Sometimes when you have a special needs like that, it's very isolating, and they come together. There's the camaraderie. They're on a team. They're so proud of who they are and that they're part of the Blackhawk family. So it's really been a very wonderful experience for everybody.
Definitely. I'm glad you're helping out with that. And finally, the fourth member of our panel, Mike Savak with Chicago Blackhawks Blind Hockey. Mike, when was your start with your organization?
Thanks, Dan. I actually got involved with disabled hockey. This is my 14th year. I was lucky enough, as Melanie mentioned, got an invitation with Amy Lepeau to join the special needs program. But it wasn't until 2014 when a decision was made to build a program for the Chicago Blackhawks, and it was for the blind hockey team. And this program was specialized for individuals with a visual impairment, which includes blindness. And since 2014, it's kind of taken off across the country. We've got almost 200 players playing the game today.
It's a big number, and happy to see that you're impacting so many lives. And jumping kind of into that, now that we have the intros done, want to learn a little bit more about your organizations. So we'll jump kind of back and forth. We'll start here with Rich Jackman. And Rich, if you could give first off maybe your website or the best ways to follow Blackhawks Warriors, whether that's on social media or if it is the website. And then follow up with, you kind of gave a little bit of background, but a little bit more about what Blackhawks Warriors does for specific veterans and, for the hockey community, where they play, who they play.
Yeah, we, first of all, you can follow us on Facebook. We have our Chicago Blackhawks Warriors Facebook page. And then you can also follow us on our website, which is www.chicagoblackhawkswarriors.com. And on our website, you can become a subscriber to our website. So we put out news, periodically, and we'll email that out to everyone. Or there's even a spot on there where you can join as a player. You can register, and what that'll do is give you a registration form you can fill out to try to join the team. The basis for the Warriors is the requirement is you need to be a minimum of 10% disabled coming back through the service to qualify. And the bulk of the players, some of them do have physical disabilities. A lot of them are back injuries, knee injuries, a lot of hearing impairment. You have to understand that the majority of these guys, while they were in service and in combat, they were in IED explosions. Sitting in a Humvee and it's like sitting in a tin can when it gets blown up. So a lot of hearing impairment, but the majority is probably traumatic brain injury and PTSD. Most of them are the psychological injuries of battle. And, those are the toughest ones because those are the ones that you can't see. You can see the guys that are missing limbs or arms or fingers or whatever, but it's the psychological ones that are the tough ones. So, we try to give them an environment to get together with the guys and, just the camaraderie that brings them back together. They love the game of hockey. Hockey is, to some of them, is everything that they want to do. But they commit themselves to it, and they're just 100% behind the game. They love it. We take players from a learn to skate. We've got guys that have played junior hockey, so it's all different levels, all different skill levels, and we don't turn anybody away. We try to bring everybody on board and give them an outlet and give them the rehabilitation and therapy that the Warriors program provides. As far as games, we practice every week on Saturdays at Mount Prospect, and games we don't charge the players anything to play for the Warriors. All the fundraising and donations that comes in goes back to the program, goes to renting ice time, buying uniforms, travel expenses, you name it. Everything is given back to the players. And fundraising, we'll play the Blackhawk alumni. We've played at Steel games prior to some Steel games we've played in the past, where we'll play different either men's leagues teams or we can play upper level high school teams and club teams as fundraising events too. So like I said, everything we do for them, hopefully it's paying off in the long run for them.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a lot of experience.
Oh, yeah.
Different games that they're playing. But now we'll go back to Mike Savak.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, Mike, if you want to, just like Rich, give maybe your website, maybe your best social media followings, and then dive a little bit deeper into, what exactly goes on during Chicago Blackhawks blind hockey, and a little bit deeper into who your program helps.
Okay. Well, we're the Chicago Blackhawks blind hockey team, and we practice out at Glen Ellen at Center Ice of DuPage every Saturday. And our practices are from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Our program started back in 2014, and we started with 16 players and 15 coaches, and it's grown to over 40 on our roster. And currently with COVID, we have 19 active players skating at the rink, and that's all pending based on Illinois restrictions and so forth. Our program is for individuals that are legally blind from the ages of 6, and our oldest player is 48. Our players travel from all over the Chicagoland area, including Wisconsin, DeKalb, even come out of Champaign to participate. There's no prior experience required in ice skating or in ice hockey. All of our players are legally blind, which is 2,200, and they're placed in one of 4 categories based on their vision level, which we call a B1, B2, B3, or B4. A B1 is considered someone who is completely blind with no light perception. A B2 has about 5% vision or less. B3 is about 10% or less, and a B4 has more than 10% vision. Our players are placed in one of 3 different divisions. We call it the red, white, and blue. It's based on their vision level, their ability to skate, and their ability of hockey skills. We help all new players in the program. We help with them with equipment through donations. We're providing the coaches to teach each person how to play the game of ice hockey. And anyone who really wants to learn more about our program, the best way to do it is to go to our website. As you said, it's www.chicagoblackhawksblindhockey.com. There's a lot of videos on there. There's information about our program. There's a place to register as a player or volunteer, and there's even some sections in there about making donations. So we do have a social media presence on Twitter and Instagram, but most of our information can be found on the website.
Thank you for that, and we'll include all of the websites and useful information on our website, the Chicago Steel website, which is chicagosteelhockeyteam.com. Also, wherever we end up linking this to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter as well, we'll include links to all 4 organizations. So next we'll jump to JJ O'Connor, who I know we heard from first. It's been a couple of minutes since we heard from JJ, so let's go back to him with Hornets sled hockey. And JJ, if you could give pretty much the same information as Rich and Mike so far with, what your program does, who Hornets sled hockey helps, and also the best way to get involved or the best way to follow Hornets sled hockey.
Sure. We have our website's hornetsledhockey.org. We also have a Facebook page for the Hornets sled hockey team. I'm sure you can find those things. And, since 2003, we started as a youth program. But those youth players eventually grew up and became adults. So now we serve both youth and adult, male and female, and we serve anybody 4 years old and up. We also have a wide range of abilities, both brand new. Most of our skaters are probably, I would say, basic, rookies and brand new to the game of hockey and game of sled hockey. And then we've also had some players that have really excelled. Brody Roybal started with our program and is a 2-time gold medalist at the Paralympic Games. So we've got some skilled players, we've got some brand new players, boys and girls, and our program is also 100% free for the players. So anybody can join that has a physical or a cognitive disability. We practice at the Mount Prospect rink Tuesday nights from 6:45 p.m. to 7:45 p.m., usually from October through April. We play lots of games. We play many fundraiser games against high school teams, college teams, men's leagues, pretty much anybody. And we put them in sleds against us. So that's always fun. And then, of course, we play against other sled teams, both in the Chicagoland area and all around the country, and participate in tournaments, travel tournaments. So it's really a great time. And I think our program is also, quite therapeutic, and it's not just about hockey, it's about everything that goes with it. And I feel like our really all four of these programs, they're not just hockey programs. They're really people's quality of life. It's really about their well-being. So yeah, we accept anybody. We're always taking volunteers, and of course on our website you can always make donations and support us financially if you wish. But really anybody that wants to be a part of the Hornets, we try to make it happen. So
That's great information. Again, we'll post the websites and the best way to reach out to these organizations. And we'll go to Melanie now with Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey. And Melanie, I know you mentioned, again, a little bit of background information on Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey, but if you could, again, just go a little bit deeper, kind of, give a broad range of who your program helps, who benefits the most from being a part of Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey, and also the best way to keep track of you guys.
Right. So we have a website. It's chicagospecialhockey.com. And we also have a Facebook presence as well as Twitter and Instagram. So you can sign up and keep track of us that way. We help players with cognitive disabilities, and they have to be ambulatory. So they have to have a reasonable expectation they'll be able to skate on their own. And we teach everybody. They don't have to have any skill whatsoever. So we have a wide variety of players also. We have some, really a lot of them that started off not knowing how to skate at all. And some of them that have made the special hockey national team. So one day we'll get to have that game if COVID goes away. But we are out of 5 different rinks. As I mentioned before, we're in Rockford, we're in Chicago at Johnny's right now, but we're going to go back to Fifth Third. We're at Arctic Ice in Orland, Center Ice in Glen Ellen, and Rinkside in Gurnee. So we try to make the program accessible to as many people as possible in the Chicagoland area. I think that the program really, it's so much more than hockey. And it's not just the players, it's the whole families that this benefits. If you just see the growth in the players, they're doing things that their parents never thought that they were capable of doing. And it's such a self-esteem builder, and they can go out in the community and they're so proud of who they are. The other people that I'll tell you it helps, we do a lot of fundraising games also with other teams. And it's amazing the eye-opening that you get from these other players. Their families will come to us with tears in their eyes about they're just so proud of their kids, the way their kids are interacting. It's a growth for everybody that gets involved in it. But and we also have a lot of donations of equipment, and we help out as much as possible with any new players. We've got a lot of skates and we do take donations of equipment all the time. And we take donations. We've got a donation button on our website also. But I think that one of the best ways to interact with us is if you have a hockey team, they love to play. They love to play any other teams, and every goal they make, they're in the NHL scoring the goal. So just contact us, and we're happy to try to set up a game with you.
That's great. And now we're running a little bit short on our time here, so we'll go one last round of questions for all 4 of you. And I know it's been a lot of inspiring stuff here for sure, and hopefully some viewers watching at home are inspired. So that brings us to our final question. If someone is inspired enough to reach out and to want to help 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of your organizations, if there's a specific draw a personal connection to some organization that they want to help, Let's jump to Rich now. Rich, if someone wanted to reach out to Blackhawks Warriors and say, hey, I want to donate my time, I want to donate financially, how best would they go about it? And what would that look like helping out Blackhawks Warriors?
The way they can help is we do have a donate button on our webpage. They can do if they want to donate financially to assist the team. As far as volunteer time, we do look for some. It's kind of tough to because what we mainly look for is coaching. We only have one team at the present, so we're kind of set with coaches. But we do fundraising games, so there's always things to do that timekeepers, running the clock. If the people want to help with the raffle tables or chuck a puck and things like that, they can contact us through the website and throw their name in the hat. And we're always looking for people to help volunteer and help us out.
And then we'll go now to Mike Savak. Mike, same question for you. If someone reaches out to Chicago Blackhawks Blind Hockey, what would they expect to be helping out with?
Yeah, there's many ways to get involved as a donor, a sponsor, a volunteer, especially a coach. As Rich said, he has one team. We have one team also, but with the challenge of the visual impairment, if we have 20 players on the ice, we need at least 8 to 12 coaches on the ice with them. Those that are completely blind or have very low vision cannot function from a safety perspective on their own if they're brand new to the sport. So we do a lot of one-on-one guidance, and we're always looking for new coaches to come out. And it's also, as emphasized, I think, one of our biggest needs is always money. Without donations and sponsors, we just don't exist. There are costs associated with ice. We do get a lot of donations of equipment, which goes a long way. But, just a positive plug, we're very grateful to the Chicago Blackhawks organization. What they do for youth hockey around the country, around the state, is just absolutely amazing. And they really put a lot for youth groups, which includes us as part of the Disabled Hockey Organization. So, once again, on the websites for all 4 of our programs, there are opportunities to donate, become a sponsor. A little bit goes a long way. So, $10 we can use to help our players play the game they love, which is hockey.
Now, next we'll go to JJ. JJ, for Hornets sled hockey, what's the best way someone can lend a hand to Hornets sled hockey?
Well, we need more players. We're always looking for more players, and usually there's somebody that that has some form of disability that they don't know that they could play hockey, whether it be special hockey or warrior hockey or blind hockey or standing amputee hockey or sled hockey. And usually when you have more players, that helps with more fundraising. Of course, we can take donations. I think all the programs, you can always take donations because the money goes back to the programs for all to to enjoy, and that's how all of our programs operate. So no doubt, financial donations. We do have some volunteer opportunity. Usually it's coaching, on the ice coaching that we need, but our biggest challenge is we're always looking for more players. So if you have a son or a daughter or a cousin or a father or brother or sister, whatever, that has a disability that you think maybe interested in getting out and playing some hockey, any one of our programs is probably going to fit.
I mean, I really don't know of anybody who's going to turn down the chance to play hockey. So that's definitely a good way to help Hornets sled hockey. And then finally, we'll go to Melanie with Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey. Same question for the rest of our 3 panelists. What's the best way to reach out and help Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey?
You know what? Everybody basically covered it. You could do donations and everything, but I would say also is, in addition what JJ said, there's a lot of times people don't think that their players, their kids, whatever, can play hockey. They think that it's beyond their reach, and it is not. It's just amazing. We'll take people that know nothing about hockey. We have a very talented coaching staff that knows how to work with people with disabilities, and we'll get them out there. And honestly, you'll be amazed at what your kid can do. The sky is really the limit. So just, I'd say just to tell people to come out and try it and don't have any built up, I don't think my kid can do this, because they don't have to have any kind of skill to be able to do it. We'll teach them. So I'd say I'd mimic, bring them out, bring them out.
Excellent information from everyone on our panel today. And it looks like our time has run out for today. So just want to extend another thank you to all 4 of our panelists and their organizations and everybody watching who's involved with all 4 organizations. Again, it's Mike Savak from Chicago Blackhawks Blind Hockey. We have Melanie Freeman from Chicago Blackhawks Special Hockey. Rich Jeckman is with Blackhawks Warriors, and JJ O'Connor with Hornets Sled Hockey. So for the millions of times you've been thanked for what you do in the Chicagoland hockey community, we're thanking you again. So thank you for all that you do. This has been a great conversation. Again, the Chicago Steel will post this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, with direct links to all 4 organizations. And hopefully this has been an inspiring conversation to get some viewers to, go out and help in any way they can, whether it's financially, whether it's getting out and playing. So thank you to all 4 panelists. We appreciate your time. We appreciate what you do. And this has been great for Celebrate Local Hockey Heroes Day. And we're doing our best to celebrate our local hockey heroes here in Chicagoland.
Thanks, Dan.
Ooh.
Thank you, everyone. Once again, I'm Dan Vatch. I'm the Chicago Steel Media Relations Manager. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out at an ice rink soon.